Hi everyone, welcome back to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Is it already day 7 of our 31 days of yoga? Time is flying. So today we are going to be creating flexibility in our upper body. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today by finding a nice comfy seat. And we'll start things off by stretching our neck. One of my favorite things to do is stretch my neck. So find a nice comfy seat and let your chin just fall down towards your collarbone. And then I want you to sit a little taller, letting your head fall forwards. Relaxing your shoulders from the ears. And closing your eyes maybe. And just feeling a nice stretch through the back of the neck. If this is enough for you, you can stay. Just letting gravity help you out. But if you need a little more, if you want a little more, you can take your hands and just rest them on the back of your head. But instead of pulling the chin down, just let the arms be heavy. If this is too much, you can pull back. Let's be nice and gentle with the neck. And if you were using your hands on your head, just very slowly take them away. Bring them back to your lap, but let your chin stay down nice and low. And we'll stay for one more breath here. And then use an inhale to lift the head back up. We're just going to let the head now fall over towards the right shoulder. Finding some length through the side of the neck. If you wanted a little bit of assistance from your right arm, you can use it. Just resting your hand on your head again. And instead of pulling in any way, just let the arm kind of be heavy. And let's check to see if we can maybe create a bit more length through the spine. And then just relax. Just breathe. And if you are using your hand on your head, just let it go. But keep the head falling over towards that right shoulder. And then with an inhale, gently bring the head back up. Ooh. Oftentimes I don't realize how tight my neck is until I start to stretch it. So let's let the head fall over towards the left. But it just feels so good. Option to use that left hand or no hand at all. Find the stretch. Only go as far as you want to. And if you have the hand on the head, just let it go, but keep the head over to that left shoulder. And then with an inhale, we'll bring the head back up. All right, one last stretch for the front of the neck. So we're going to lift the chin. So you might be lifting it a little bit. You might be able to lift it a lot. But if you want some support, this one's not going to help us stretch, but it's just going to support our head. You can just hold the back of your head and just take some of the weight from the head out of the neck as you lift your chin. But be gentle with this one, even more gentle than the other ones. Keeping the jaw nice and soft. We'll stay for an inhale. And exhale. Let the chin come back down to neutral. Hands can find the lap or your knees. Take a shoulder roll. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Pull them back and down. All right, we're going to move on to our hands and our knees. And we're going to go through really slow cat and cow. So bring the wrist right under your shoulder. Spread the fingers wide. I want you nice and balanced in your tabletop position. And then with an inhale, start to drop your belly. Drop your belly. Don't worry about your head right now. Stick your butt out. arch your back, and then you can start to lift the chin. And as you lift the chin, we'll just take it as far as you need to. We're arching that back. You might be feeling a stretch through your stomach, through your abdominals. You might be getting into the front of the neck if you lift your chin even more. But you're also probably feeling this through your back. Nice. Hold it here. Just take one more breath. And then using an exhale, slowly start to round the spine. So you want to think about tucking the tailbone under, rounding through the entire back, pushing into the hands to lift the shoulders, pull those shoulder blades away from each other, and then even stretching the back of the neck as you bring your chin to your collarbone. Holding it here. Push into your hands. Feel that nice stretch through your whole back. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale and just come back to a nice neutral spine. So we're going to keep our knees or our hips under our knees, and we're going to reach our arms out in front for puppy dog. So reach your arms all the way out in front, and we're just going to start to drop the forehead. So you can keep the hips nice and high. Let the forearms maybe find the floor, the forehead, even the chest can come all the way down. And we're just feeling that length through the arms, stretching the shoulders. Maybe you're even feeling this through your back or your stomach. This is a really awesome shoulder opener, puppy dog. It's also a nice prep pose for downward facing dog for the shoulder side of things. So you can stay as you are. We'll just take a few more breaths here. But if you want to switch things up a little bit, we're just going to bring our palms together. So the elbows are still coming forwards, but the palms can come together, and maybe you want to lift your hands and bring them behind your head. So we're still trying to drop the forehead. We're still trying to drop the chest. You just might switch things up a little bit. You might feel this a little bit more to the back of your shoulders, maybe even into your triceps. A whole lot of things. And if you like it, you can stay. If not, you can straighten the arms again. So if you do have your hands behind your head, palms together, slowly let them come down to the mat. And use an inhale to come forwards or to lift your upper body up. So we are going to be coming forwards. I was ahead of myself there. We're just going to lower the hips and the stomach all the way down onto the mat. So you have the option to be on your forearms for this. We're going to come into a cobra, and I want you to bring your feet out to the edges of your mat. So wide-legged cobra. So again, you might be on your forearms, pushing your forearms into the mat, dropping the shoulders from the ears. Sphinx pose is another name for it. Or you can bring your hands under your shoulders and start to lift your chest. So wherever you're at, let's come into it. Let's lift that chest, pushing into the hands or the forearms. So you can stay nice and low, or you can come even higher, but let your hips be nice and heavy. I want you to feel this through your back, through your abdominals. Drop your shoulders, hug your elbows, your triceps into your sides, and then soften your glutes. Awesome, you guys. We're going to stay for an inhale, lift it up. As you exhale, bring your chest all the way down, nice and slow. Feel free to stay down here or come back up for one more. Inhale, lift that chest. If you want it, drop the shoulders, let the legs and the hips be nice and heavy. Awesome job. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Ooh, gently, gently lower yourself all the way down to the mat. So if your legs are out wide, you can start to slide them back in. We're going to be bringing our left arm out to the side. So it's going to be nice and straight and in line with your shoulder. And then you're going to look away from the arm. So the left cheek or ear is going to find the mat. And then we're just going to start to roll over, feeling this all through that left arm, that shoulder, maybe even into the chest. You could be getting a twist. You might be feeling this through your back. You can bend your knees. You can plant your feet. But you just want to think about rolling over onto your back towards your arm. And hopefully that arm stops you from going all the way over. Just going as far as you need to feel something. Resting your head. We'll take one more breath on this side. And using an inhale, slowly rolling back over onto your stomach. We are going to be taking that left arm, the one that was out nice and straight, and tucking it underneath our chest. So you can push into that right hand to lift the chest, slide your left arm underneath, and then just lay down on it. So letting your body weight just kind of lay on that arm, feeling this through your upper back, your shoulder, your arm, a whole lot of places. And if you can just rest your head. Maybe use your hand or your arm as a little pillow. So when your arm starts to fall asleep, you can start to move. No, I'm just kidding. We'll start to move now. Use an inhale to lift yourself up. We'll start to bring that right arm out nice and straight in line with your shoulder. Look away from it. Look away from it once it's in that perfect place. And then you can just start to roll over. Like you want to come all the way onto your back. Some people can. Some people don't. Some people come halfway. What you decide, just go as far as you need to. And you're probably not even going to be able to tell how far you've actually gone. Because we want to close our eyes and just relax. It's not about what the pose looks like. It's about how it feels. Take one last breath on this side before you start to move. And then using an inhale, just roll yourself back onto your stomach. Take a second if you need it, or you can start to come all the way up onto your forearms. Just to lift that chest and slide your arm underneath and then lay back down. This feels really good today. So as you become ready, you can start to use an inhale. Lift yourself all the way back up. So we're going to push ourselves all the way onto our hands and knees. If you want to take a break, feel free to stay laying on your stomach for a second, but we're going to move into our wrists. So you're just going to take your hands to the mat. So you might be turning your fingers to point to the edges, straight out to the sides. And pushing the palms into the mat, you might feel that stretch through your wrists. maybe even into the forearms. If you're able to keep turning and those fingertips might be able to point towards your knee, you can try to bring the hands there. So you can do one hand at a time. Let's be gentle, so only go as far as you need to, or you can do both. Wherever you are, I want you to let your head be heavy. If you're doing one hand to stay, I'll tell you when to switch sides. But just try to relax. If you're new to this, it can be a lot on those forearms and on those wrists. So be gentle. If you need a break, take a break. If you're doing one hand, though, I want you to switch sides. If you're doing both, you can stay. Let's all let our head be even heavier. So nice and slow. Let's take the fingertips, bring them back to normal, so facing the front. You can sit on your heels, do a couple wrist circles, give yourself a little bit of a massage, whatever you need. And then maybe if you want to come for a counter stretch, you'll take the top of the hand and just bring it to the mat. Just bending that wrist in the opposite direction. You can also do both hands at the same time, but if you're doing one, just switch sides. Awesome work. So find a nice comfy seat. You can continue to give your wrists a little massage if you need it. But that is it. That is all, my friends. I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's bring our hands together in front of the heart. Have a terrific day, you guys, and namaste.